Hello YouTube, my name is Flightsimguy and the following video is brought to you through my partnership with FSElite.net. FSElite.net is our community's latest resource for news, product reviews, and information about everything related to flight simulation. Don't forget to check out the community page where you'll find the latest and greatest sim videos from up-and-coming YouTubers, including yours truly. Now, let's get back to the video. Hello YouTube, Flightsimguy here. I am getting ready to start my CRJ tour, and it's not going very well. Alright, I'm in Columbus, Ohio. What I want to do is going to take this plane on a 4 destination journey. I've had this for a while. I've been meaning to do a tour, so just going to go ahead and get going on that. And the issues I've been having, I figured, you know what, let me go ahead and overclock my GPU to get better performance, better frames. So I downloaded an overclocking application. I did the deed, watched a YouTube video, and to make a long story short, I tried running P3D, and now P3D won't run. It keeps crashing. Having said that, I've tried a million things, and I have not rebooted the computer, so maybe if I reboot, it will run. But for now, it looks like P3D is done. Also, I was getting ready to I installed some scenery for my Papua New Guinea tour in FSX Steam, and now FSX Steam takes about half an hour to load. I'm not kidding. It stops at 6% and then it stops at 73% and it just hangs for a million years. So what it boils down to is I'm going to have to rebuild the hard drive on my rig. It's the only computer that I don't have an SSD. I went ahead and bought the SSD, and I've had this computer since I think 2012. And it had Windows 7 on there, and Microsoft graciously, without my permission, upgraded me to Windows 10. Point is, this hard drive has never been rebuilt, and it's had a million apps come and go. So it's time to go to an SSD, and I think at the very least, I'll be spending a less portion of my life making flight sim videos because things will load a lot faster. Alright, I'm in Columbus. I'm going to Chicago O'Hare. This is the CRJ 900, and what I need to do is get in there and get set up. I wanted to do these flights on VATSIM, and I will, but since it's taken me almost 2.5 hours just to get one simulator started, I'm not going to jinx it. Alright, let's go ahead and set up Dave. Also, I have created a custom checklist for this plane, so it should be good. Payload and fuel. There we go. Fuel and payload is set. Parking brake is set. Alright, let's go ahead and go through this. Now, I went ahead and I have a custom checklist, like I said. And it's been a while since I've flown this bird, but that's the reason why I made the checklist. It should be a lot easier this way, right? Alright. Battery master on. And by the way, I'm well aware this is not the way you're supposed to use checklists. And fuel pump fuel. And get APU going. Go through the checklist one at a time as opposed to going through my flows. It's just going to be a lot easier that way. Alright. APU generator set to auto. APU is on. Let's go ahead and turn on our air conditioning. Recirc fan is on. Bleed air. Where's my bleed? There we go. And INS set to align. Oh, it's already set to align. Huh. How about that? Let's go ahead and cycle it. I'm not going to be doing any system checks today. There we go. I should have gone through this and made sure everything was set up properly. Didn't do that because when I set the plane to load, I literally went off, logged into my work email, read some emails, had a conference call, came back, and it was still loading. I'm not kidding. All right. Okay, now why don't I have my instruments? Oh, wow. Oh, that's probably it. There we go. That's better. Alright, now I can go to ATIS briefing. V008. Alright, barometer set. Let's go ahead and do our takeoff, which is runway 28. Right there. Let's do this also. Altitude. We are going up to the flight level 360. Remember how to do this, don't I? Yeah, so I'm gonna have to rebuild the rig, and this one's painful because I have all my simulators on here. I have P3D, I have FSX Steam, I have FSX, I have DCS 1.5 and 2.1. I have X-Plane, I have Flightsim World. That said, I don't need all those simulators. So what I'll probably do is obviously load P3D and Steam and Flightsim World and X-Plane. Okay, that's still a lot of simulators. Maybe not Steam. Definitely Flightsim World, P3D, and X-Plane. And DCS whenever I get around to it. Alright, let's do my speed. 160 should be fine. But to get my right speed, what I do is need to come over here and do V speeds. V1 is 144, V2 is 154. I'm gonna leave it at 160. And I haven't done this before. All right, before we get to the flight management computer, let's do a couple other items. Emergency lights. They are down here. Already on auto. Okay. And this needs to be armed. Hydraulics. I'm turning these off for now. Alright. Nav light and logo lights. There. My switches were totally all screwed up. ELT transmitter. I'll go ahead and turn that on. Landing elevation. Alright, so this one is where you have to use two views. Cabin pressure is up there, so then you got to do view and then instrument panel 2D overhead. Alright, here's the landing elevation right there, and I just need to turn this to 800 feet. Alright, flight director, turn that on. Altimeter set, heading bug set, and V speeds are set. I'm not going to fly on VATSIM today. I'll just go ahead and set this to 22. And let's go ahead while we're down here, set the stabilizer trim and the Mach trim. and the yaw damper. Okay, so it was right before. Alright, now let's do this. It's been a while since I've done this. Alright, Control Shift 1 activates a keyboard on this side. Alright, so F2, position init, airport KCMH. And we're going to hit that in F2. And then next page. Alright. Flight management computer is set up. EFIS is set up. And we are ready for engine start. Alright. Let's go ahead and turn on my beacon. Turn off left and right packs. Turn on all fuel pumps. And let's go ahead and start engine number 1. Alright, come down here. Engine 1 is spooling up. See if I remember how to do this. Okay, got a good start on engine 1. Horrible engine sounds. Let's do engine number 2. Or engine number 2. Let's do engine number 1. Start. Okay, didn't need to move that. Good start on engine number 1. Go back to the overhead. At this point, I can turn both engines to bleed. I can go ahead and turn this back on. Turn those there. And I can go ahead and turn off my APU. Turn that off. And let's go ahead and clean up our messages. What do we got here? Alright. Parking brakes on. This is all good. Alright. Anti-skid needs to be on. Hydraulic 3 pressure. There. Alright. All those messages are gone. And over here, parking brake. Can go ahead and engage nose wheel steering, which I'm guessing is already engaged. Yep. Let's go ahead and give it 2 notches of flaps. Trim should be 6.7. And where is it? Right there. 6.7. There we go. And I did an episode on lights. Let's see if I can learn from my own lessons here. Taxi lights on. Alright, I think we're just about ready to go. I turned off crash detection, so when I do my pushback, shouldn't have anything to worry about. Let's go ahead and get a taxi. I want to go... Where am I going? North. 4. Yeah, it's going to take me about 1 day to rebuild my computer. Rebuild a hard drive. It's going to be worth it, though. It's definitely going to be worth it. I mean, right now, off the many hours I spend in my simulator, I'd say at least a third, if not more, of it is... Actually, it's more than a third. Probably half of it is waiting for the simulator to load, recovering from crashes, fixing problems, reconfiguring stuff. And from time to time, we all need to rebuild our sims. So, should be worth the effort. Alright, let's go ahead and taxi. Got my taxi lights on. My progressive taxi is turned on. Okay, this is all good. I'm hoping this series of flights will help resurrect this aircraft's reputation on the e-commerce websites. On FS Pilot Shop, This plane only has one reviewer, and that's me. A lack of reviewers usually means it's not being engaged very well by the community, and people don't have anything good to say about it. And when I went to Sim Market, there was a handful of reviews, about 7, and they beat up on this aircraft pretty bad, primarily because of the issues related to the autopilot being able to track and fly to the flight plan. It's off a little bit. And when you go to land using the ILS or the approach hold, it brings you in a little bit to the right. For a $54 add-on, you'd think you'd, do a better job. So I'm willing to cut it some slack though. Alright, all lights on. Landing lights on. Taxi lights off. Anti-skid is set. Thrust reversers are armed. Well, the radar is good.
Approaching 28 left.
So helpful. 28 left. All right.
On runway 28 left.
So I was the only one that came to the rescue of this aircraft on all the e-commerce websites. What they could have done, have better engine sounds. Alright, let's go. Tap the brakes. Positive rate, gear up. Thank you. Flaps up 1. Flaps up. Okay, we've got our nose up quite a bit, which is fine. Alright. Heading. There we go. Trim down. Autopilot engaged. Heading hold. Vertical speed. There we go. Alright, flaps full up. Let's go ahead and make our way to FWA. Flying heading 300. Going to intercept the first waypoint. Heading up to flight level 360. I can go ahead and unarm my thrust reversers. Passing through 10,000 feet. Landing lights off. I can go ahead and upgrade or up my vertical speed a little bit. There we go.
Altimeter setting.
Alright. Put a nose down a little bit. Altimeter setting 299R2, which is standard. Get this out of the way. Actually, I can just do that. Oh, wow. Near miss of the plane there. I guess I should turn on my my TCAS. Let's see if I can get that going. TCAS. We want traffic is on. Oh, it's on. Alright, we're at 10,000 feet, about 60 miles out. Need to find the airport so I can call the tower. It's not showing up. Alright, that's fine. At Dweeb, I should be at 21,000 feet. Yeah, SimBrief's descent profile is just out of whack. It waits until the last minute and then it just makes you die for the airport. Since I had the microphone off, what I was saying earlier, try to be at 40 miles out, 10,000 feet, 80 miles out, 20,000 feet, 120 miles out, you're at your cruise. So that's when you want your descent. Alright, let's go ahead and come on down. I'm taking it down to 6,600. I'll go ahead and bring the engines back. Vertical speed. I'll take it down about there. 1,300 feet per minute should be fine. Alright, left traffic. I'm looking at the airport here. Alright, left traffic. Alright, let's see where we are. First, this is kind of tricky. So what you want to do is, let's go ahead and go to, I don't need this for now. Oh yeah. What I gotta do is I gotta come to O'Hare and bring up the VOR station. 113.9. So what we need to do is come over here. 113.9. There we go. Dial that in. And then I gotta change this. VOR1. There we go. No, VOR1. There we go. There we go. And keep turning this until that needle lines up. There. Alright, so we're flying directly west, coming from the east, going into KORD, and we're landing runway 14. 14 is all the way over here, and we need to make a left base. Alright, so what that means is, right about now, we need to do this, bring this back, oops, there we go, and we're going to start flying using the heading hold. Do that, and we're going to turn to heading 320. That's the opposite of 140-ish. And essentially we're doing our downwind. We're at 4,000 feet. Okay, altitude is good, going a little bit fast. There's the airport over there. Come off the gas. Scenery needs to render. It's not rendering. I'm at the right altitude here, 3,400. Alright, let's go ahead and slow down. Alright. Alright, so this is pointing to the VOR station, which is going behind me as I make my way downwind. So what I want to do is turn this until the VOR station is pretty much right behind me, right on my shoulder. That's exactly what that is right there. So I'll leave it right there. So once this drifts into the middle, I can make my turn to base. So now I can go ahead and make my turn. Keep my speed up. Make my turn to base. So let's go ahead and do this. Not 100% on base yet. Another notch flaps. Bring the speed up. Keep an eye on this. It's on localizer. Once this needle starts to move, that's my cue to turn heading to 140. I think I have one of these cameras. Thought I had one of these cameras set to the gear. I guess I don't. There we go. I'm gonna overshoot it. Yep. Hate when that happens. When I looked out the window, I saw the runway was going by. I'm like, oh no. Oh crap, I totally overshot it. I completely overshot the damn thing. And being 10 miles out is barely enough time to fix it. Actually, not nearly enough time. Alright, autopilot off. Okay. Gear down. Flip-flops out of the way. Now the notch of flaps. Alright, this microphone out of my way. Okay, what's the flaps? Dial in the missed approach. 4,000. Okay. That would be me, buddy. That would be me. All right. Let's bring the engines back. I can't see where I'm in the glide path. Oh, a little bit above it. All right. We'll idle the engines. Ease off the yoke. Let the plane sink for a little bit. It's going to speed up. I think I have 1 notch of flaps left. We'll save that. All right. I'll give it that extra notch once I cross over this highway. Okay, gears down. There we go.
Too high, too high.
Shut up. I know what I'm doing. Okay. But she is right. I am too high.
Change 1-4 left.
But hey, this wouldn't be a Flightsimguy video if I wasn't too high, right?
Unstable, unstable.
Jesus Christ. Damn instructor pilot on my flight. Okay, my sync rate is way too high. Oh Lord.
Caution, taxiway. Caution, taxiway.
This is actually a go around, but I can make this stick.
Long landing, long landing,
Man.
long landing, long landing.
Okay. I think I blew out a tire on that one. But you know, these regional jets, they can, you can risk coming in higher with them. They're smaller, they're slower. It's not like it's a 757 or a 777, where an approach like that is out of the question. I'm off the damn runway. Alright, let's try this. Select parking facility. Let's go to Gate Charlie. Occupied, available soon. How about 4? Just go ahead and warp me there. And magically there I am right at the gate. Thank you, GSX. Alright. Master caution. Yeah, I really jacked up the gears when I did that. Let's go ahead and bring up the flaps. And let's see if I can get some GSX service here. I need to stop the damn... Fine, I'll stop the engines. If I remember how to do this. Bring it down. Oh shit. I totally forgot. It would help if I had an APU going, wouldn't it? Let's go ahead and start the APU. Now can I get some ground service? Request deboarding. Alright. So while that's happening, I can go ahead and open her up. Yes, there's no jetway here to operate. Open exit 1. Hang on. Open. Yeah, my invisible passengers are deboarding the plane right now. Hey, what are you guys waiting on? You're supposed to be getting the luggage. Alright. Deboarding complete. Oh, this is a small plane. Alright. Totally forgot to turn on the APU. Alright, well, you know, this is why I do these practice flights. And turning the APU on is not on my checklist. So, turn on APU. Alright. Alright, that was a good refresher flight. What is my next flight in this series? We're going from Chicago here to Atlanta. Not exactly a regional hop, but alright. Alright. Let's start our shutdown. Okay, we don't need that. Okay, can turn that off. Can turn these off. I don't need my APU since I have a GPU card. Okay, AC power is available. And I think that's it. Battery master, turn that off. And let's go ahead and button up the vehicle. Confirm all the doors are closed. And I can get rid of these two cards. But for now, that's it. Hopefully this series of videos will reinvigorate interest in this add-on. It is a good add-on. And definitely worth the time. It's a lot of fun, and don't believe what you're reading on Sim Market. This is a good add-on. Anyway, that's all I have for now. My name is Flightsimguy. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time.